Hello and welcome everyone to the U.S. Data Platform and Advanced Analytics Partner Community Call for October 2016. We are really glad that you are here. My name is Nick Johnson. I am one of the community leads here for partners in the U.S., and it is our privilege to welcome you here today. Just a couple of housekeeping items before we jump into today's speaker, and we've got a good one planned for you. But as far as housekeeping goes, I'd just like to remind you that the call is being recorded on behalf of the Microsoft Corporation. So if you don't consent to being a part of a recorded call, you should disconnect now. You are coming in through a browser session, and that is in listen-only mode. If you have any feedback or questions for today's presenter, you can type those in the left-hand part of your browser. Down in the lower left-hand side, you'll see a button that says Messages. Just go ahead and type in a message if you have any feedback or questions, and we'll be sure to relay those to our speaker. If you need to dial in for the audio for any reason today, the link is posted in the window there, and I will go ahead and post it again here in just a few minutes if you need it. And the slides for today's presentation are going to be available for download. They are on our community Yammer group, and I posted the link for that, and then we'll share the links as well towards the end of the call. The call is also being recorded and will be posted for download, so if you want to come back and watch it later or share it with any of your coworkers, you'll be able to do that. And so with that, I'm going to turn the floor over to our community lead, Sri. The floor is yours, my friend.
Thanks, Nick, and good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are, to the October edition of the Data Platform and Advanced Analytics Community Call. I'm really glad to see a lot of you joining, and like Nick mentioned, we have a really good speaker lined up today. And before we get into the actual topic, I do want to give you a couple of community updates of the different data platform communities that we have and the other communities that we have. So on the slide, you see all the different communities that we have set up for you. So if you are interested in participating in some of the other technology areas, whether it be app dev, infrastructure, enterprise mobility, etc., you see all of them listed here. And like Nick said, we will share the slides with you, so you will have information on this if you don't have it already. Obviously, today we are going to be focused on the data platform and advanced analytics community, and there are a lot of different ways for you all to get engaged with this community. The call that we are on today is obviously one great way to hear about the latest updates from us, and we do this once a month. You can also watch it on demand later, so you can send it to your colleagues or others that may have missed it. You can also sign into our Yammer group, and we do have a lot of discussion in the Yammer group. So if you have any questions that you cannot get to it today or in one of the community calls, feel free to use the Yammer group. We also have a blog series where we post information around the data platform community, so that is another way for you to check it out. So lots of different ways of getting involved in the data platform community, and again, we have a number of other communities that you can get involved with as well. And if you have any feedback on some relevant topics that you're looking for us to inform you on, please let us know, so that way we can prioritize that. We do have a number of different topics planned for the upcoming months, so definitely encourage everybody to participate in the upcoming communities. All right, with that, without further ado, I want to turn it over to our speaker for the day. I'm very excited to have our senior program manager from our engineering team, from our Power BI engineering team, Serena Stevens, who's going to talk about Power BI solutions today. You may have seen my blog post, which talked about the solution templates and the Power BI solution templates. Serena is going to go into a lot more detail, and if you have any questions, like Nick said, feel free to use the messaging window on your browser. But with that, I'm going to hand it over to Serena. Serena, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sri, and thank you all for joining and having me here today. I'll just quickly present my screen so I can switch to the presentation over here. So welcome, thanks again for joining. My name is Serena Stevens. I'm part of the Power BI engineering organization. And I'm working mostly on developing the partner program that we have, and to make sure that that partners and that you are able to sell Power BI solutions for customers with us. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, our thoughts on that, and how we would like to help you. And if you have any questions or suggestions, then I would love to hear those as well. So first I'll go a bit into why we're doing this, why we are creating this this motion the way we are, and then I'll go into detail on what we mean by those solutions and selling solutions, and how you can get started, of course. So let me first go into the overall strategy. So of course, we all love the product that we're working for, but we also know that customers don't care about Power BI itself, but they care about solutions that help them run their business better. So that's what we want to create and enable, and Power BI can enable you to do that. And as we started about 1.5 years ago, I think that Power BI has really seen a great improvement and development. So in several sources, we're now one of the leaders in BI. For instance, for Forrester, you can see us in the upper right corner, and also in Gartner, we're leading in ability to execute and completeness of vision. So it really shows the progress that we've made in the last year and a half. And again, you can see it here. So as I said, we started 1.5 years ago, and Power BI has been generally available for a little bit more than a year. And in March 2016, we have grown from 45,000 users to 200,000. But still, in a couple of months after that, we've seen even a bigger growth, and now we have more than 5 million subscribers. So this really shows the opportunity and that's in the Power BI community for you to leverage as partners as well. Now, with all those customers and with most organizations that use Power BI, we see that they are facing different problems, and they're using Power BI to solve different needs. So for the bulk of the majority of the organizations, there are some common scenarios that cover most of the challenges they're facing, and then we see a huge diversity by industry and geographical location that required specifically developed solutions, analytic solutions. Now these two areas is what we want to address with our partner motion, and the way we go about that is first by addressing those common scenarios using solution templates, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean by those. But we are developing templates for some scenarios that we see with a lot of organizations, and that you can use to quickly spin up a solution leveraging data that's inside of or outside of your customer's organization, and then quickly spinning up a Power BI result in Power BI. And you're also able to customize that based on the needs of your customer. And then for the other type of solutions, so the industry specific or geo-specific ones, we really rely on your industry expertise and your ability to know the needs of your customers and to develop solutions for them. And we also help you to showcase these to your customers. So that's how we want to cover that whole breadth of scenarios and what we mean with the notion of selling with our partners. Now, to go a bit more into detail for that, I'll just discuss how this program and how we can help you showcase your solution to your customers, make sure that solution is published and easy to discover, and also make sure that you can quickly spin up solutions to accelerate your time to sell. Now, those three points I just mentioned, we are driving through 3 areas in the program that I will go into now. So first we have the showcase of partner solutions on PowerBI.com. Then we want to accelerate customer acquisition through solution templates, which I will show in a minute. And then we have some offers for you to leverage to drive demand generation. Now the first part I'm going to discuss are the solution showcase. And maybe you've already heard of this, and maybe you're already part of it. But this is a really good way to get your solution in front of customers and to be able to connect directly with customers, not only in your own area, but globally around the world. So what the showcase does is actually a gallery that has all of the solutions submitted by partners, and it's searchable on industry or department or topic, and then customers can directly look into your solution, just click through it. Field sellers can demo it, and it just quickly gives them an idea of your solution. And then they can also request a POC, so they can directly contact you if they're interested in that solution. Now we've seen that we've now about 80 or 90 showcases on PowerBI.com, and we really see that it connects customers and partners. So on the one hand, you can use it to demo, to quickly demo your solutions, but it also crosses all geographic boundaries and opens up a new set of customers. So if I will just quickly show you that. So if I just go to PowerBI.com, you can see that there's these different topics here. So I'll just go to partners and then partner showcase. And then what you will see is that I have all of the partner solutions ready for me here, and I can select by country or industry or department, and I can just select one and say learn more. So for now I'm taking the one by Agile BI, and as you can see there's some information about the solution. I can contact the partner, I can watch the video that explains about the solution, and there's also a description here with some screens. But I can also view the report, and that opens up a Power BI, the actual report, which is fully interactive and which you can demo or to customers, or they can explore it themselves. And you can scroll through that solution, and you can see everything that is done here. So as you can see, that's a really quick way of showing that solution. And as I said, the customer can directly contact you. This will take you to a contact page, and they can request some more information or a POC. So that's the first topic. And are there any questions so far on this?
Oh, there are no questions that have come in yet, but just a reminder, if you're on the phone and you want to submit a question for our speaker, the messages panel over on the left side in the kind of the lower part of the browser window, feel free to submit a question and we can relay those on.
Thanks. Okay, so then next to showcasing your solution, you can also leverage the solution templates that we have created. And I already mentioned this quickly before, but the templates are actually end-to-end solutions that you can quickly spin up and install from the website, from PowerBI.com, and that address different scenarios that we see a lot with customers. We currently have 4 templates published, and we're planning to publish 15 more in FY17. These solutions are really what we say 50 to 70% of the way towards a complete solution, and that doesn't mean that you only have like a half-filled result, so you get a fully functioning and filled Power BI report as an end result. But what we mean by that is that you can customize the last, you can take it the last mile by customizing for specific to the needs of your customer, and that's where we think partners can add value in this scenario. So I'll just quickly go into the demo there. So from the partner showcase, I can see here that in powerbi.com I have a solution area, and that's where I also find the solution templates. And as you can see, there's 4 templates scheduled or published right now. We have campaign and brand management for Twitter, sales management for Dynamics CRM and for Salesforce, and then System Center Configuration Manager. So I'll just select one and say Learn More. So this takes me to campaign and brand management. And again, this is sort of the same setup, so you can watch a demo, you can view the report, and you can also directly see which partners you can contact to drive a POC on this template. So that's another way for you to leverage this. If you can show us that you have implemented one of these templates, we can get you listed here and make sure that that customers can find you for if they want to do a proof of concept. So again, you can have some explanation here, and I'll just first go into the report. So this is the report I'm now showing is the actual end result that you will get after installing this template. And let's just wait until it's loaded. And I'll quickly go to the first page. So you can see that it's a report with, yeah, okay, that works. It's a report with several pages, and it is connected to or is following tweet handles or topics that you've set in the installation. So in this example, the accounts we're following is MS Power BI, and you have an overview of outbound tweets, inbound tweets. There's sentiment analysis that's being done in the process of loading those tweets, which I will show in a minute. And then you can see something about which hashtags are trending, and have an overview of all the latest tweets. Now we've been working a lot with Microsoft Research that has that's developing great visuals like these cards here, just to really make it an interesting solution. Now, if I go, so these are inbound tweets, and see that we're following Power BI and MS Power BI. And you can just scroll through this solution. Now, this is also a very interesting view, I think. So what this does is is a network graph showing all of the topics that is tweeted about and the people that are tweeting about it. And what you can do is, for instance, there's a timeline here underneath the visual. So what I could do is I could zoom in, just select some of the timeline. And then it will filter and reorganize based on the tweets in that time frame. And you can see that there's that Power BI is a large topic, but of course also I saw DAX is or machine learning over here, Office 365, SSRS. So this is really how you can see that different topics are connected, and which topics are of most interested regarding to Power BI. Now, as I said, there's also a sentiment analysis being done on the tweets that are collected. So here is the outcome of that sentiment analysis, and it's just showing right away in your report. So that's a quick overview of this Twitter and brand campaign management template. So this is directly how you can also demo the end result, and this is exactly what you will get when you install this. But if you want to install it, you can just go to the Install Now button, which will take you to a UI. And this is the same for each template. So of course the architecture is different, the steps are different for each template, connecting to different sources using different products. But for all of the templates, you have this UI where you can just get started right away from the website. So when I go here, I can see which products are used. So there's we collect tweets from Twitter, and then we use a Logic app and an Azure function, and then we store the results in Azure SQL, and from there we read it in Power BI. And I won't go through everything, but what you can see is it will take me step by step to all of the connections it will need. So I can connect to my Azure here. Yep. Oh, sorry for that. And it will take me back to the UI, and it will do the same. Let me just go back here. It will do the same for all of the steps. So I'll just quickly go to the template again. And it will also, next to Azure, it will, in the next steps, it will ask for my Twitter account, and it will ask me if what kind of search terms I want to look for, and Twitter handles I want to follow. And then just going through these steps, I can select deploy, and it will set up that template for me. It will directly download the Power BI file, which I can open, and if I once I keep that running and refresh it, it will give me all of the newly collected tweets. So that's really how you can get started on these templates. Another thing that's important is that all of the templates are open source. So you have this get it at GitHub here, and this will take you to the GitHub page where you can find information on, you can find like a description, architecture, how to install all of the documentation, and also all of the code that you need if you want to customize things. And you can see that we have that same structure and documentation for all of the templates. Okay, so let me get back to my presentation. Any questions so far on the solution templates?
There is one. Do the solution templates come with Power BI, or is there an additional cost to use those?
There's no additional cost for the template itself. There are costs for each of the components. So if you use Azure to store your data, you will need that will have some costs. And also you get the Power BI file, which you can just download. But if you want to share it within your organization, we recommend that you use Power BI Pro, where you would have to get a license for. So the template is really all open source, and you just pay for what you would pay for each of the for the usage for all of the separate components.
Sounds great. A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to use the desktop Power BI app, or can you use the online version?
The result of the installation UI will be a PBX file. So you will you will download a PBX file that you can either directly upload to powerbi.com. So you don't have to open it in Power BI Desktop. If that's I think if that's the question, you can directly upload it, but you will first have a PBX file.
Okay. And several folks have asked, are partners going to be able to contribute to that template library, or is that something that only Microsoft is creating?
No, you can definitely contribute. We're currently working with one partner on the next, on the template that will be released next, which is accounts receivable and payable from SAP. So we definitely work with partners to develop these solutions, and I strongly encourage you to get into contact with me or with the solution template team, which I will give you the alias or the email address for. Maybe there's one thing about IP is that, as I said, the solution templates are open source, so you will be able to work with the team to create a solution and create the PBI file. So that can have your branding, but it will be open source and able to use, open to use for any other partners or customers. So that's one thing that you should keep in mind, but we're definitely working with partners to develop these templates.
Sounds great. Thank you. That's the questions we've got for now. So please continue. This is good stuff.
Okay. Okay, so as I just showed you, we currently have 4 templates published: 2 for sales analytics, 1 for brand and campaign management, and 1 for System Center Configuration Manager. And the SAP accounts payable, accounts receivable template will be published soon. We strongly encourage you to use these templates to quickly set up a POC. This is really a way to get some insights and projects that might have taken months before. In just a couple of minutes, you can set this up. And if you want to customize afterwards, you can do a whole breadth of things, but it's really, you can show the value very quickly. Now the last or the third component or part that I wanted to discuss is driving demand through offers. So in our last effort to connect partners and customers, we currently have 3 offers that you can leverage and that you can work with customers with. So we have Dashboard in a Day, Solution Template POC, and Bring Your Own Data. And all of these offers customers can find them and link to them and register through powerbi.com and through the telesales team that we have in the US. And you can target your customers by geographical location, by industry, organization type, and use this to connect to customers. So as I said, we have bring your own data, solution template, POC, and dashboard in a day. Now, bring your own data is actually what you would usually maybe call a quick POC. So the goal is really for the customer to bring data to the partner, and then for you to design a dashboard in Power BI in a couple of days and show what you can do and what kind of insight you can get from your customer's data in a short amount of time. Then the solution template POC is leveraging the templates that I've just shown you, where you can use everything that's available from the solution templates and use that for a proof of concept with your customer. And then the third is dashboard in a day. Dashboard in a day is a one-day training that you can organize for a group of customers. And the idea is that you get several customers or people from your customer organizations in one room and to go through and use this this training content that we've created and that's open for you to use to have a session with them where they have a hands-on session and create a dashboard in that during that training. So that's really a quick way to get multiple customers in contact or familiar with Power BI. So if you want to leverage these offers, it's really, if you have joined the partner program, you will be able to tell us in which type of offers you're interested, and then we will organize and make sure that you get connected to the right customers and that customers are able to sign up for your offers. There's different incentives and ways that you can get funding for this, and also the details of that will be shared once you let us know if you're interested in these offers. Now, as you can see, there's already a lot of partners that are participating in this and that really see the benefits of this. So I hope that maybe some of you were already familiar with what we're doing, and otherwise, I hope that you can now see how you can benefit from this and how you can get started with Power BI with your customers. Now this is not really a demo, but I just can quickly show you what it would look like. So if a customer wants to register for one of your Bring Your Own Data, this is an example of the registration form. So you can see that you have your logo there, and that partners can directly register for one of your sessions. Now, as you can see, we just want to highlight that we really are showing off our partners to our customers. So we really want to give you the space and all of the opportunity to really showcase what you can do, and we hope you will leverage that and create beautiful and interesting solutions and publish them on PowerBI.com. And it's also, you can also, of course, look at other solutions that are published and learn from that, or get ideas from that. So it's all about creating as much and as high quality solutions as possible. Now, just to quickly wrap up. So what we're trying to achieve is to have high quality partner showcases on PowerBI.com, so that customers can directly find solutions for their problems and reach out and implement that solution in their organization. Then we want to for you to be able to leverage solution templates to quickly spin up common scenarios, problems, or solution to those problems, and then leverage the offers to drive your demand generation. How you can get started, I will share these slides. I think this is too detailed to all go into, but I will share the slides, or the slides will be shared with you, and then you can use the links to get started. Now, the first thing is that you will register on powerbi.com as a partner and will get listed there. And then to become a solution partner, you either want to upload a solution showcase or become a partner for one of the solution templates that you're interested in, or multiple, of course. So that's actually wrapping up all of the things I wanted to share with you today. Are there any questions on the offers? I think I skipped that one.
Serena, there was some questions around the POCs. Are there any limits to the funding or any sort of minimums in terms of size of engagement or anything like that? Any caveats?
Yes, it really depends on the POC. So it's you would work with the account teams to be able to get that funding. And for Azure Everywhere, for instance, there is a limit of, I think, 4 days that you get funded for, but it really differs per incentive.
That is great. There aren't any other questions in the queue right now, so if you have any closing thoughts.
No, I hope that this was interesting to you. Again, if you want to, I quickly wanted to show the, so on this slide you can see PBI Soln templates at Microsoft.com is the alias for the solution templates team. If you're interested in creating a new solution template,
Oh, Serena?
I think we may have lost her. So, yeah, I mean, let me just pick it up from here. So I think what she was planning to share was the alias. So we will share these slides with you. I think there were a number of questions about, if you're a partner and you're interested in creating a solution template, how do I do that? And so I think that's the slide that she's talking about there. Serena, I think you're back.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think my sound dropped for a minute. Yes. So what I wanted to highlight is that this alias you see on this page, PBI Soln templates, is where you can reach out to if you want to create a solution template, or want to know more about the solution templates.
That is fantastic. Serena, thank you for your time today. And folks, just a couple closing thoughts as we wrap up. I just want to remind you that we do this call every single month. And Sri, do you actually want to talk about what we're going to share with the group next month?
Yeah, absolutely. So I also have my peer here, Sadie, who's the community lead also for Data Platform. And so she has organized a really fantastic topic next month, which is about Microsoft Cognitive Services. So if you guys are not familiar with that, and if you're not familiar with what cognitive services are, it's really one of the modern ways of engaging with your data. And you can check it out online if you search for Microsoft Cognitive Services. It's part of our Cortana Intelligence Suite, and we will have again folks from the product team along with Sadie to talk about that. They will showcase something called as an intelligent kiosk, which is a set of pre-built templates that you can actually use to demo, and it's built on top of our cognitive services. And Sadie is also going to come out with a blog at the end of the month that's going to have more information on that. Again, like Nick said, I mean, sign up for the community calls, be part of the Yammer discussion. If you have any follow-up questions, either on today's topic or on upcoming topics, that's the best way for you to get some more information. But we do have this exciting session lined up for you next month, so hope to see you all on the call next month.
That sounds great. And I will post the link here in the chat window for folks who want to register for that call. So if you stand by, that'll pop up in just a second here. And as we close the call as well, I just want to ask folks, stay in your browser for just a second after we close out. You're going to get a little survey that pops up on the left-hand side. If you wouldn't mind to just fill that out, that would help us sort of get a sense of where do you want us to focus on future calls and future blog entries and topics to talk about on Yammer and so forth. Just use that as a place to give us feedback. We want this community to be valuable to you as partners, so please use that to do that for us. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out the call, and I will just say thank you, and thank you for having a great interest in Power BI. Everybody, have a great day.